100% Chelsea. Hello everyone. I'm here with son of Chelsea, Daniel, and we're here going to talk about Didier Drogba possibly coming back to Chelsea in the role of assistant manager. Obviously, before we get on with that, I just want to say one thing really quick, just about myself. Sorry, really quick. I want to thank all of you for the comments that you left me in my previous video. I really do appreciate it so much. It's all better now, it's all starting to ease off and I'm feeling good and my family's the same, but I just want to say thank you because I got overwhelming support from all of you, so I appreciate that so much, and so does my family. Thank you guys are the best. Moving on to Drogba. Coming back to Chelsea, it's not official just yet, but Didier Drogba has come on Twitter and he has said that he is in talks and he might possibly retire. It looks like it's going to happen. He's going to come back home to help us out. How do you feel it'll impact the team, and what's your just overall thoughts?
I think firstly the thoughts are one of excitement, because to have a guy, one thing we've been lacking this season, it's been well documented that we've lost a lot of the leaders. When you look at that team, are there many people other than JT in that team who can truly understand the club, understand what it's like to win, understand the big matches, understand the club, the fans? Drogba fully encompasses that. I mean, you look at his track record, we really don't need to go into it because Didier Drogba, that just pretty much sums up. And I think just the statement from him and the feeling of he's going to leave the MLS, Montreal. He's had an incredible record. He could easily, because he has stated that he wants to come back in a coaching role. He's done it in the past few months, and he said, one day I'd like to go back. And he's got a nice career there just to see it out, Montreal, score a couple of goals, you know, play a more relaxed style of football. And instead he wants to kind of quit, retire, come back and help Chelsea. I think that shows his ambition and shows how much he loves the club that he's even considering that. Apparently in the negotiations between him and Montreal for him to come to Chelsea, Montreal want a compensation package from Chelsea should we acquire his services. That's the quote. Drogba is willing to retire and call it a day completely just to make sure that doesn't happen. I mean, that says it all, doesn't it? You know, just to make sure that Chelsea don't have to fork out any money for him. If he does come back, which it looks like he does, in assistant manager, I mean, we talk about his spirit in the dressing room and what he brings, and as you said, a leader. How do you feel it impact the team? I think it can only do positive things when you read about, based off last season, of what he did within that dressing room. Players like Eden Hazard, Kurt Zouma, two examples, players that look up, and I'm sure even like Remy, who's older, look up to Drogba, especially Eden Hazard, and it's been well documented how big of an impact Drogba has had on Hazard last season. There's a story of him when he went into Cobham one day. I can't remember what game it was, but it was after a game, and he walked in that day really positive energy, and he went and trained with the under-19s, played with the under-18s, played with the under-21s, was so positive towards the younger players, and kind of the impact he had within that, and just a role model. And I think that's something that can only do good things. As I say, it'll be a different role from last time, because last time he just was a striker, but more as a mentor, I think it's a main thing. And if it does mean that if he can come back, lift the spirits, I'm sure JT would love to have him back, to have one of his old mates back, if you want to put it that way, or
except this time telling him what to do.
Yeah, telling him what to do, but I think they work alongside each other, because I don't think that it would be just like that. I think and I think he'd be happy to have that him back. And also on Hazard, we've heard the rumours about him going to Real Madrid now. If Drogba was to come back and have that positive impact again, I'm not saying he'd turn his head to stay at Chelsea. We've had different reports. I think if anyone can, you think it would be a role model like Drogba? I think
with Didier, I don't think he's going to be that typical assistant coach. You know, the guy who's just helping the manager tell the players what to do. It's not going to be like that. There isn't a role that exists in the dressing room called motivator. So I think Chelsea have made the decision, along with Hiddink, to just go, you know what, let him be your number two, and he's just the motivator. Because at the moment, that's what we need. We need someone to just fire up the dressing room and fire up the team. There's no spirit. There's none at all. And
we saw that come back against Palace, but we're going to need more of that. That it's going to be in those. I think also it's going to be in those tougher games. Like we've got Arsenal coming up, we've got Everton coming up. We've got tougher games along the way. That's when you need people to motivate you, to get you up. And also there are going to be games against lesser sides where we're not going to be 3-0 up. and you're not going to play free-flowing football. And it's in those tough moments, like when you're not playing so well, that, as I say, maybe Drogba can bring back some of that positive influence. But we've seen a change in display for the players, so this will hopefully just be another step in the road to recovery.
We are going to be doing a second part to this, but not on here. You're going to have to head over to his channel, Son of Chelsea. Link is in the description if you want to catch part 2 of the discussion, and we're going to be talking about how Didier Drogba will impact in the long term. Didier's manager?
Maybe, I'm not sure.
Find out in part 2. Check out his channel. You'll find the second part on there. Be sure to check out in the description, and leave your comments on what we've discussed today. Do you think Didier will be a success? Do you think he'll be a good motivator for the team? Or do you think this is a bad move? If any of you do think so, let me know in the comments. But then again, thank you for watching. Son of Chelsea, thank you for coming on. Cheers, Dan. Subscribe to 100% Chelsea if you're new, and we will see you over on part 2.
Hey guys, what's up? Son of Chelsea, back here again for another video. And probably most of you have come from 100%